here's a little book review of Begin With We by Kyle McDowell. This is a big book with big principles and stories from big corporations. It sets out the 10 We's, and these are 10 principles on which all organisations should base their behaviour to drive their operations and ultimately build their culture. They are 10 clear and unambiguous statements which are described in actionable terms, exemplified with stories, and are simply irrefutable. One of the ones which resonates with me, reading through my lens of self-aware leadership, is We Too, which is we lead by example. So for self-aware leaders, modelling behaviour is a big consideration. And as Kyle says, instead of QCing for your product or service, you're doing QC on your own behaviour and attitude, which is the essence of self-awareness, really. Then there's We 9. We embrace challenge, which also aligns with my ideas about feedback and learning from it. Check out the Embraceometer to work out where you are and decide if it's where you want to be. We 3, 5, 6 and 8 align with my ideas too. The context of the book is big companies in big corporate America, so not everything in the book is going to resonate with you, and if you haven't worked in those kinds of places and spaces. But I think the messaging is clear, and regardless of where you work, these 10 We's are principles that organisations should really aspire to. My interest is self-aware leadership, and I think this book is about we-aware leadership. It would be really great to follow the journey through from self-awareness to we-awareness, because they both contribute to this idea of culture excellence, which the book seeks to build and sustain. I also think this book has a side hustle as an autobiography of Kyle's contribution to corporate America. The stories are really good. I'm lucky to have recorded a podcast episode with Kyle a little while ago, ready for release in the autumn, and reading the stories in his voice makes far more sense than in mine. It's a really good book to make you think about your leadership and organisational standards, probably most relevant to people working at the very top of big organisations and big teams and able to make big changes, but plenty to learn from wherever you are in whatever organisation you're in. 4 out of 5 from me.